just want to remind people that newspapers all across the state of California are coming out with early endorsements against Proposition 16. San Jose Mercury News this past Sunday editorialized no on 16. From northern to central to southern California, they're coming out early, simply showing the egregious, brazen acts of PG&E. And of course, those are well watched and well fought against by my colleagues. I'd like to bring up Supervisors Avalos, Campos, and Eric Marr. Please welcome them.
All right.
Good afternoon. It's great to be here in support of CCA. We're about 75, maybe 80 days to Election Day on June 8th. And I've already gotten two very, very slick mailers at my house. One excoriating politicians like the Board of Supervisors for putting forward plans that give people local control over public power, over their electrical power. And the other is targeting Latino families. I happen to be a member of a Latino family, and I just look at the mailer and it looks like us, but I look at how much money went into crafting the mailer. It opens up into several panels. It's so slick. It costs so much money. It gives me pause to wonder how much PG&E is paying to protect their monopoly. And that's just what it is. We have a monopoly in California, in Northern California. PG&E is trying to exert that influence to make sure that public entities like the people of San Francisco have no choices about the kind of electrical production that happens for our city. We know that in the 21st century, we need to go to a cleaner, greener power, and that's what CCA is about, and that's why I'm going to be joining you on June 8th to reject PG&E's measure on Proposition 16. Thank you.
And as John Avalos said, they're targeting Latino communities, but they're also targeting Chinese communities. In my house in San Francisco's Richmond district, we've probably received maybe 2 Chinese mailers and a couple of English language mailers. But I think they think we're stupid, that we don't understand how slickly they're done, and they're full of lies and misinformation. And I think the Sierra Club and the Grassroots Coalition of community groups and the Harvey Milk Club and others that are part of our coalition to reject Prop 16 kind of in June know that there are all these myths, and that people kind of, when you look more closely, will understand that it's not going to cost us more money, and our electric bill won't be 24% higher, but also that the tax dollars they claim will be used to administer the program could go, and our taxes could go up. That's a bunch of bullshit, basically. And it's basically, the facts are that no tax dollars will be used for this program, and those who choose to be part of it will pay for the program through their rates. And it really is about choice for our communities. PG&E is trying to, it's a power grab at the state level, and we need more choice and a clean energy and a sustainable future for all San Franciscans. So thank you for being here and rejecting Prop 16. Thank you.
I think that was a technical term that Supervisor Marr was using. I was hoping that the mayor was actually coming to the press conference. Maybe he's coming back after he went into City Hall. The reality is that all of us who work on social justice, we cannot say that we're working on social justice unless we also talk about people taking charge of their energy needs. That's the reality that we're facing. And community choice aggregation is actually not a very radical concept. It's a very basic idea that you let ratepayers to aggregate their own purchasing power for the purpose of buying clean energy. How radical is that? But you have PG&E trying to scare people, the same company that took billions of dollars away from ratepayers, the same company that went to the PUC and said, you know, we're actually for CCA, we're not going to stand in the way of CCA. Now they're spending millions of dollars. But we have a responsibility today to make sure that we go beyond preaching to the choir. It's great to see so many familiar faces, but we have to make sure that we go into the mission, that we go into Bayview, that we go into Chinatown and talk to people who perhaps have never even thought about CCA, to make sure that they understand that this is about them taking control of their own environmental future. This is about them saying, you know what, PG&E, you do not control our future. You do not control how energy is provided to these neighborhoods. We have a choice to make, And we want to make sure that on June 8th, that voters, the right for a majority of people to decide what's in their best interest is protected. That is really at the essence of what we're doing here. It's about protecting democracy, and PG&E San Francisco is not for sale.
That's right.
Yay!
That's right.
Thank you, David. You know, right now, Californians are hopefully qualifying for the ballot,
Yes.
a measure that would allow the legislature to pass a budget in Sacramento with a simple majority vote. Yesterday, up in the Capitol, Congress enacted health care with a simple majority vote. The Board of Supervisors, with a simple majority vote, will enact community choice aggregation. And when I got that mailer from PG&E and it was return postage paid, I gave PG&E a simple message. Fuck PG&E. I mailed it back in with those in a bright green marker. We can do clean energy in San Francisco. We can do clean energy across California and lead this nation to stave off pending climate change and global doom, not only because it's the right thing to do for the future generations, but it's the right thing right now for our ratepayers. Thank you, Ed, Ross, everybody from Clean Power SF and local Clean Power. We're going to get this done. Thank you.
That's right. Our survival.
I take it I do not have to interpret all these technical terms used by Supervisor Daley. I would now like to bring up Marie Harrison, who is probably no stranger to any of you because of her brilliant longtime activism in Bayview Hunters Point and throughout San Francisco, and Jazzy Collins, to speak to why we're united in pushing together Clean Power San Francisco.
Yeah. For Hunters Point. Yeah. Marie.
Well, good afternoon. I need to say two things. First of all, I fought for 8 years to shut down the power plant in Bayview Hunters Point because it was so dirty. I stepped aside when certain people who fought against us decided to take the credit for shutting down that power plant because my need was to get it shut down and get it cleaned up. So, what I'm saying now is after 8 years, and if anybody knows me well enough to know that I don't put 8 years into something to turn around and watch them create another monster and put in my face. I am telling you here, and I'm telling you now for sure, PG&E is about building monsters, and it cannot happen. If you are a San Franciscan and you are a thinking, thoughtful person, you yourself are going to step up to the plate and tell them no. Not now, not 8 years back ago, and surely not into the future of our children. If you're going to do anything at all, you're going to step up and you're going to tell the city and PG&E and anybody else that's trying to put something nasty and dirty in our community, we've got the responsibility on our shoulders. We'll take it, we'll clean it up, we'll sell it to the communities and to the city, and we'll make it clean so that it's healthy for every last one of us. And by the way, even you.